Whoops, this thing is too loose. Okay. Good morning. You guys hear me? Okay, well, we're gonna start because it's time. I don't know where you are. Take your feet to the width of the mat. Pull the elbows back, make a fist. Squeeze your elbows into each other and fold just halfway down. Now try to weight the back of the feet. So you got most of the weight in your heels to the pad of the foot. Try not to cinch up your toes, relax them. We're trying to get a little bit of mobility going in the back of the body. Let's do this a few more times, nice and slow. You kind of want to just savor how you feel. And what's going on in the back of the legs is where you should be feeling this the most. We'll do one more. And then we're going to take it all the way down. Release the arms. So just look through your knees to the back of the room and let your head go. So it just let it dangle wherever it wants to be. Now you're going to bend one knee and straighten it and just sort of alternate between the two. Bend, straighten. It's not huge. It's just a little movement. A little stretch still for the back of the legs. Okay, now both legs are straight if you can get them. Fingertips on the floor. You're going to inhale to a flat back. And then do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up to standing. Flip the palms and reach for the ceiling. You got your feet far apart. Now open up those arms. Really try to reach them as long and strong as you can. And then come all the way back down. Let your head go. Inhale to a flat back. And then fold all the way back down. And just sort of repeat that a few more times. Inhale, look up. So your spine is long, and then you fold it back down again. Try again. Inhale, look up, and then release it down. Now let's do that nice, slow reverse swan dive all the way back up again. Flip your palms and reach for the ceiling. Nice. Now bring the arms back by your side. We're going to take our feet hip width apart. Hands right out in front, your palms face. Now we're going to pull the shoulders forward. If you watch me from the side, I'm going to press them back, and then I'm going to pull them forward. Just repeat that a few more times. So reach them, and then retract. Keep your neck nice and relaxed. You want to keep it long. Don't drop your chin. Do it one more time. Now take the arms open, open, open. Your palms are facing forward. And now you're going to flip them and have the palms face the back of your room and then flip them all the way to face the ceiling. And just do that a few more times. Nice. Now sweep them all the way up. Take your gaze and sort of follow and look up at your hands. And then do a nice slow swan dive all the way back down. You're going to let your head go, look through your knees. And from here, we're going to inhale to that flat back again, and then fold it back down. And do that 2 more times. Inhale, and look up, and then you fold all the way back down. One last time, inhale, look up, and fold all the way down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Meet me in your high plank. Now go back to a down dog. And we're going to start to pedal our feet. So this is all about driving the heels to the floor one at a time and getting nice and high on the pad of the foot and on your toes on the opposite foot. So kind of really dig in. It's almost like a nice little foot massage. And make sure in your downward facing dog that you can see the sides of your arms through your peripheral vision. Now drive both heels to the floor and then lift up the heels as high as you can. And repeat that a few more times. And try to breathe today as much as you can. So you're beginning each move with a breath. Nice. Now drive both heels down. Take baby steps and walk the feet forward up towards your hands. And now you're going to inhale and look up. Reverse swan dive all the way back up, nice and slow. Flip the palms and reach for the ceiling. Nice. Take the arms by your side. You're going to just sweep the right arm up. Take it all the way up, directly up to the ceiling. And now bring it up and over a little bit. Just so you feel the waistband on the right side. And then let's switch it. Reach the arm as long and strong as you can. And then take it up and go over a little. And then relax. Nice. Big deep breath. Nice fold all the way down. You're going to walk it back out to plank. And as soon as you get to your plank, you're going to lower to the forearms. You can put your knees down to get there. If you want to, otherwise you're in a low plank. Now you're just going to tap one knee to the floor and then switch for the other. Now we want to get control of the belly, so you want to be pulling it up and in towards your spine. Keep that activation as much as you can throughout the entire class. Just keep tapping those knees a little bit longer. Nice. Now put both knees down. Come up onto your palms. So you're in your quadruped position with your knees hip width apart. Tuck the toes under behind you. Extend your right arm out and take your left leg back. Again, this is all about warming up your core, so you don't want to shift all your body weight to the right. Switch sides. Stay nice and centered with the tummy. And just keep alternating. Reach and extend both limbs as long and strong as you can. And then switch to the opposite side. So your leg in the back should be nice and straight. Same with the arm. Let's do a few more. This is a great way to warm up your glutes. Okay, now meet me in your quadruped position. You're going to round your back, look at your knees. And then reverse it. Fall into the shoulders, take your gaze forward. And do these cat-cows at a pace that feels good and comfy for you. If you want to hang out in a spot or you want to drift your hips back, just gotta find your happy place. Plug to this. Right, Sean?
Yes, dear.
Let's just do a few more, only because they feel so good. Okay, now we're going to move the knees to the width of the mat. Come onto the tops of your feet. Sit back on the heels. And then get back up off the heels. And just keep oscillating between sitting back and pushing off the heels. Forward and back, just a few more times. You can do what you want with your upper body. Doesn't have to fold all the way down. Just trying to warm up the inner thighs and your groin a little bit. Couple more. Okay, pull the knees back to being hip width apart. Tuck the toes under. Come off the knees 1 inch, so you're in bear. Hold it. And now push to a downward facing dog. It's very small, so you've got both your heels on the floor. And now come back to your bear with your shoulders over your wrists. And repeat that 3 more times. Driving those heels down so you get a nice activation in the lower legs. Okay, hold your bear. Step that left leg back or slide it back. Lift it up off the floor, put it back down, bring that foot in. Do the same with the right.
push it back, lift it up, bring it in. Keep oscillating side to side. One more on each leg. Okay, back into your bear and back to your down dog. You're gonna take 3 big, huge breaths here. Kind of enjoy this. Close your eyes, get lost a little bit. Set your intention for today. What your commitment to your health is today. When the work gets hard, you know you always have options to either take a break or move to a lighter weight. So be kind to yourself. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip the palms.
And again, it done.
And there we go. Okay.
Good day, everybody.
Heavy weights, that's your warm up. We're going to start with deadlifts. So pick up the heaviest weights you have. We are doing a lot of arms today. We're going to get the legs out of the way, and then we're going to spend most of our time on the mat. So legs straight, feet hip width apart, booty pushes back. So you're doing like a hip hinge, but you're keeping a long spine. You can hold the weights to the front, or you can turn them so your palms face, whatever floats your boat. Come on down. Don't round the back. Come back up. So we're feeling this in the back of the legs. And when you take those weights down, try to keep them close to your body, so they're not way out in front of your feet. That just makes the move a lot easier. We don't want that. And you can switch how you're holding those weights. You can hold them both ways, just to give yourself a different angle. We have about 4 more. And then we're going to continue kickstanding 1 foot. Only because it's so fun. Woohoo! 1 more. Okay, kickstand your right foot, which means you're going to get off the heel. You've only got 20% of your weight in that leg. Keep doing the same move. Hinging down with a long spine, coming up. Probably feeling this a little bit more in the butt and hammy, right? Do we not love that? Four more, that's it. And then we do the same on the opposite side, and then we're back down on the mat. So make these great. Okay, kickstand the other foot. Here we go, right into it, quick transition. Make sure you haven't rounded your back. And the objective here is to put most of your weight into the right leg now. Don't forget to breathe when the work gets hard. And when we start our arms, make sure you've got different weights. So if you need to make a switch, they're close by. 2 more. Great job. Okay, put them down. Get all your arm weights that you normally use. Situate them. We're going to be lying down. We're all going to meet in a bridge on the floor. So, here we go. No, it's not nap time, unfortunately. So, I like to start with chest presses. We're going to be in a bridge. That's optional. So, if you would rather have your butt down on the floor, go ahead and put it down. But you got your weights centered over the chest. Your palms are facing forward. Now, bridge it up. Your feet are hip width apart. And then come down with the back of the arms to the floor and press back up. When you press up, have the weights touch each other at the top. So don't forget here, you want to exhale when you're pushing up and inhale on the way down. Keep those wrists nice and neutral. And you don't want to be over squeezing these weights. We're going for 4 more. You own the pace. Just try to be consistent. Wherever you start is where you want to finish. Okay, put your weights down just for a sec. Relax your grip. Shake it out, and then we're going to come back to a lat pull. So I'm going to hold one weight on both ends. I'm going to keep my butt down on the floor for this lat pull. So I want you to do a little pelvic tilt up, so you feel the lower back press down into your mat. Get your arms straight right over your chest, and then take them back straight. Keep your neck neutral, and you be the judge of how far you take them back. You got to own your range of motion. You want to be feeling this around your armpits, your lats, a little bit of the triceps. Really try to keep the tummy down and keep it active. So you're working your transverse abdominis muscles the whole time. Now, if you only have light weights, you might be holding 2. And if you're holding 2, they should be vertical, right? So let's squeeze in 4 more here. Keep the arms nice and long. Challenge your range of motion if you can. Or if it's way too easy and you didn't pick the right weight, don't wait till it's over. Fix it while we're in it. Okay. Rock and roll back down with that weight. Shake out your grip. It's really important. Shake out the grip. Okay, so we're going to do round 2 of chest presses. This time we're going to switch the angle up so that when the back of the arms hit the floor, give me a 45-degree angle out from your body. If you want to be back in that bridge, by all means. And if you want to switch up the angle of the bridge, maybe you want to bring your knees together so you feel your inner thighs working. So down with the back of the arms 45 degrees out from the body. Now look at your wrists and make sure they're neutral. You're exhaling as you press up. We're going to try to get in about 15 repetitions. It's not a race. Just trying to challenge these chest muscles. You're also getting a lot of arms here too, right? Keep your neck relaxed. So I have about 3 more to do. We're going to give our hands a little bit of a break. And then come back for round 2 of those lat pulls. So think about how you finished up the first set of lat pulls and whether or not you want to adjust your weight. I know I'm going to. What are you doing? John's being goofy.
Kamikaze.
Okay, here we go. So your butt is down on the floor. So now I'm holding 2 weights and I'm holding them vertically. I take them back and bring them forward. Now I want you to keep that low back pressing down and your arms straight. So we don't want gravity to take over here, right? As those arms go back, you have to resist. So you got nice, steady control over the move. Keep trying to pull those ribs down towards the floor. We're not dropping the weights back there. We're moving them with control back there. See if you can get to that 15. So to finish off here, I'm gonna get through 4 more of these, and then to finish off chest, we're gonna flip it around, and we're gonna do 15 push-ups. Only 15, only one time today. So make them fabulous. So here we go. If you're ready, flip it around. And again, push-ups, stay strong through the core. Pull that belly button up to the spine. Let's do it. Big range of motion here, right? Arms are 45 degrees out. Don't drop your face. Don't drop the hips. You want to keep them engaged. Was that not the best fun you've had in a long time? Okay, we're gonna give our upper body a little break here. So if you have your band, I want you to grab your band, take it right around your ankles, sorry, just above the ankles, and then find yourself lying down with your legs up. Legs up nice and straight. And you have options with the band. If your band is too tight, you could take it above the knees. Just sort of feel out what's right for you today. So we're going to keep the legs straight and your feet flexed. We're going to open the band as hard and wide as we can. And just hold it there. How awesome does that feel?
I like the push-ups better.
Sean says he likes the push-ups better. Okay, bring the band together very slowly. So it's like, oh, nice release. Open back out. Now, while you're holding it out, you got to ask yourself, can I push out, even if it's a 1/4 of an inch wider? You got to make that extra effort. Your legs are really straight and your feet are flexed, and you're just holding. Now, pull the belly button down towards the floor. And hold that push, that activation. Now slowly bring those feet back together and do it again. Open, wider. Give me your all you got here. Hold it, you got about 10 seconds to figure out if you can get any more range of motion. Come together slowly. Bend at the knees, little reprieve. Come back to a straight leg. Hold your feet hip width apart. Lower the legs about 6 inches forward. Feel what happens to the belly, like it contracts, right? Now, keep your back pressing down to the mat. Just hold this. Nothing crazy. Maybe go a little lower if you can. Keep the legs straight and the belly down. Open the band a little bit so you feel the outside of the legs. Now give me a pulse. So open and close a little bit. So you're getting the core. Your IT band's doing a little bit. The outside of the hips. Keep going. This is so fabulous. Come on. 5. When I count down to 1, you're holding it open as wide as you can with those legs forward. Let's do it. Wider. Give it all you got for 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Nice job. Okay, don't get rid of the band. Just keep it there. Rock and roll up to a seated position. You're finding your tricep extension weights. So whatever, I'm going to use my 10s, whatever you guys normally use is what you should grab. We're going to come back down. We're keeping the band there because we are going to come back to it. So why take it off only to have to put it back on? So here we go. This is all about the triceps. Get your palms facing each other right over the chest. Bend only at the elbow. And don't let there be any movement between the elbow and the shoulder. I would like them stacked on top of each other. Do 15 here if you can. Same pace going down as your pace going up. You got your butt down on the floor and you're pressing your belly down towards the spine. Don't squeeze your weights too tight. Keep as loose of a grip as you can. And if you get tired and you have to alternate, do one at a time. But our goal here is to get to 15. You can always transition to a lighter weight, but keep going. Use your breath to help you. So as you're trying to lift the weights back up, you're exhaling out.
You said 15.
I said 15, almost there. Oh my goodness, okay, that was so fun. Put those down. Let's come back to this band. Now, switching up the band a bit, you're gonna take the legs straight up to the ceiling, open as wide as you can, and you're just gonna pulse it out an inch and in an inch. So you're making the movement very small, and you're starting it with your heels over your hips. We're gonna switch that though in a sec. So don't get too comfy. Now keep the belly pressing down and the low back on the floor. Move your feet forward a couple of inches and keep pulsing out an inch, in an inch. Hold them out as wide as you can. Move them forward a little bit more and start your pulse again. Feel the difference? OMG. You feeling this, Sean?
No.
It's too easy for you? Move it forward. Last time.
Sensation.
Bring your knees in. Okay, band comes off. I know you're all very sad. You lost your band. Okay, back to your chest presses. You're only doing 15 one time.
Farther than I expected.
So chest presses, either with your butt down or your butt to bridge, whatever you like. I'm gonna bridge it up. Get 15 of these in. Keep your wrists neutral. Exhale as you press up. Touch the weights at the top. Keep them centered over the chest. And this is your last round of presses. Okay, put them down. Transitioning to flies. So for me, I have to go down in weight a little bit. You be the judge where you're at, but we're in the same chest press position, but now you've got your palms facing each other. You're gonna open the arms out nice and wide till the back of the arms hit the floor, and then pull them together like you're hugging a big, huge tree. When they're at the top, the arms are straight, right? Open wide. Don't over squeeze, just let that weight rest in the palm. Close till they touch at the top. And let's try to get in 15. And again, you could switch to alternating if you need to. You don't want them over the face when you're pulling them together. You want to really keep them over the chest. So try to pay attention to that. You really want to get these arms and chest. Once you've done your 15, we're gonna start bird dogs. So you're gonna get rid of your weights, give your hands a break. Come back and work our core again. I just have 3 more to do here. Keep your ribs low when you do this. Nice, okay. Now we're into bird dogs. So you're gonna lie down on your back.
It's pretty high.
Lying down on your back, bring your knees up and into the chest for a little reprieve. Quickly. And now take those knees right over the hips. Get your heels in line with your knees. Flex your feet. Let's bring the arms up. And you're going to take your right leg and left arm and fully extend them. So leg goes out, arm goes back. Pull it back together. Switch sides. Keep your ribs low, your tummy down. And just keep alternating. You want to do this slowly and in control with your back pushing down to the floor. Don't forget to breathe when the work gets hard. You got to incorporate breath. Remember, it's all about getting that arm nice and long back there. Spread your fingers wide. And the leg goes out until it's fully extended. You have 4 more. Nice job. Bring the knees in. Give yourself some love. Maybe it's a little circle. Maybe you open the knees. Whatever feels good. This is like your feel-good moment. Okay, we got the Sean exercise coming up. So take your feet. Extend your legs all the way down along the floor. So the feet are hip-width apart. You're going to turn your toes in and slide your, excuse me, slide your heels towards your butt till your knees touch. You know the drill. Get your fingertips on the floor by your side so your arms are lifted off the floor. Press your low back down as best you can. It might not get completely on the floor, and that's okay. So we're going to do this in stages. Stage 1, press your heels towards the floor. Create that muscle activation. Now we're building upon this. So you keep pressing the heels down, and isometrically, you start to pull them towards your butt. Now, the most important part while you hold those 2 activations is you squeeze your knees. And now, if you can, you're going to lift your butt off the floor. 5. Squeeze your knees harder. 4. With all your might. 3. 2. Release it. Extend the arms all the way back behind you. Point your toes, make your body nice and long. Nice. Bring the arms back. Same thing. Round 2. Toes touch. Knees touch. Heels push down. Heels pull towards you. Butt lifts as you keep squeezing your knees. Arms are off the floor. 5. 4. Squeeze harder. 3. 2. And done. Arms back behind you. We have a 3rd and final round. Bring the arms back forward. Fingertips only. Toes turn to touch. Knees. Heels push down. Heels pull towards your butt. Butt lifts up. Squeeze your knees even harder than you ever thought possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Now you're drag both knees up and into the chest. Little back massage, make a nice circle. You can keep them together, or you can open them wide, whatever feels good. Okay, rock and roll back up. You're gonna come all the way up onto your feet. And we're gonna grab our medium weights. So we have sort of like a PMF stretch and exercise for our hamstrings. It's also gonna work your core a little bit. So here's what I want you to do. Left foot forward, left leg forward, right leg back, but both heels on the floor. So you're not so far apart that you can't get your back heel down. Okay, so you're either holding 1 or 2 weights, one big massive one like Sean's doing. Now, hip hinge with your spine long. Don't round your back, just come forward. And your range of motion is whatever you can do without going into spinal flexion. And then push your heel, push away. Come up really slow and go down really slow. It's also a little bit of a balance challenge. And if you're feeling swanky today and you really want to challenge your balance, you take your back foot and you move it more like you're walking a tightrope. So you move that back foot in more. Makes it really challenging for balance. Really dig that heel, both heels, into the floor, creating that activation even before you start your hip hinge. We're just going to do 2 more on this leg and then we'll switch it. Here's your last one. And now switch. Back foot comes forward. Get right into it, both heels down. So you be the judge of how far that back foot has to be, right? For your balance. Maybe you do a few and then switch it in a little bit just to make it a little more challenging. On the uptake, really push away from that heel. So the heel is really pressing into the floor. You want to really maintain control of the arms, equal weight in both of them. Two more and that's it. And then we have a few standing stretches to do and we're out of here. Last one, make it great. Nice. Okay, put them away. Little balance challenge. And we're going to circle our foot. So pull your right knee up and in. Whoops. Get your balance and now start to circle your foot. Great job. Change direction. Nice. Point and flex it. Pull your knee up a little higher. Great job. Okay, switch it. Left knee up and in, nice and high. Big circle with the foot. Change your direction. Point and flex. Nice. Another balance challenge. Left hand to your waist. Pick up that right foot behind you. So we get a nice stretch in the front part of the leg. You can take this left arm forward if you like. You could reach it all the way up if you like. You could lean forward a little bit if you like. Really press that foot tight to the hand. Push it with all your might into the hand. And then come back up. Nice. Switch sides. Right hand to your waist. Pick up your left foot. Reach the arm forward. Reach it up. Give me a little hip hinge. Why not? Push the foot hard to the hand. With all your might. Come back up slow and in control.
Nice. Okay, hands on your waist to start. You're gonna take your right foot, cross it over in front of the other one. Hip hinge. Now we're gonna go into spinal flexion. So you're gonna release your hands, you're gonna let your head go, and you're just gonna totally unweight your upper body. Push your weight into the heels without falling backwards. Hold this and breathe. Don't hold that head up, you just want to let it hang wherever it wants to find itself. Now let's take the arms and fold them in front of our legs. So you really have no weight in your arms. Stay here for 3 more big, huge breaths. Okay, release the hands back to the floor. You're going to inhale to a flat back. Left hand to your waist, right hand to your waist. Come back up slowly to your standing position. Uncross the legs and switch your feet. Nice. Push the hips back. Give me that nice hinge. Round the back. Let the hands go. Let the head go. Try to breathe as much as you can here. Move your hips backwards without falling back, so you're weighting into both heels. Now let's try to cross the arms. Try to let that torso get a little closer to the floor, including the top of your head. Nice. Release the left hand and the right. Inhale to a flat back. Bring your left hand up to your waist, bring the right hand up, come back up slowly to standing. Nice, turn and face the right side of your room and take your feet nice and far apart. It's your last stretch. So you've still got your hands on your waist, you're gonna pull forward. You wanna take your feet as far apart as you can, but still feel stable. Hands to the floor, let the head go. Let's cross the arms again, so we're really unweighting. Top of the head should just be hovering above the floor. Okay, we're going to take both hands over to our right foot. You're going to take your face over so you're looking at your right knee. Try to keep the legs straight. Stay here for a few more breaths. Bring the hands back center. Over to the left. Looking at your left knee. Your face should be right in front of that knee. Come on back centered. So your head is hovering right above the floor. Your hands are down, but try not to weight into the arms. Just stay here for a breath or two. Get a good blood flow to your face. Now from here, you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. So your fingertips only on the floor. Move your hips backwards. Hold here just for a breath. Then take your left hand and then the right hand to your waist. Unhinge at the hip. So you're going to come back up to standing. You're going to walk your feet together. Turn and face the front of the room. Take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you very much for your power and strength. Have a fabulous Saturday. Oh my God. High five. You want to come say hi? Come say hi.
Nina,